the legend, the runner-up, and the rookie. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here. We're almost into the race weekend of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix for the 2025 season, and it's all to decide for. So before getting started, don't forget to leave a like, leave a subscription, hit the bell note, and just, let me know what you think in the comments about how you feeling about this this season finale that is just, it's just amazing. Just so let me know, and let's go. Max Verstappen, Oscar Piastri, and Lando Norris are all going to play for the World Championship, for the F1 Drivers World Championship. And boy, oh boy, what a feeling is that after 3 years of Max Verstappen's dominance, when the championship were decided. Of course, even before races before the last Grand Prix, and I couldn't ask for more. We couldn't ask for more, and it's going to be very interesting to see what's going to happen, because of course the weekend will unravel as it goes, and I'm currently recording this on 4/28 on Thursday, December the 4th. So tomorrow we'll see FP1, and it's going to be interesting right about from FP1, because many rookies will be there. Of course, Lando Norris, one of the championship contenders, is going to leave the place to Pato O'Ward, I think. It's not that big of a deal, because of course Lando Norris is so experienced that of course even skipping one session wouldn't harm him that much. And yeah, it's going to be very interesting. For track wise, I think Max Verstappen still doesn't have the upper hand, because McLaren, we all remember what happened last season. They were 1-2, yes, or 1-3. Then Max Verstappen took out Oscar Piastri. I think McLaren still have the upper hand on the track for the characteristics of the track, but Max Verstappen on the other side, of course, still has the advantage on the pressure. He's putting pressure on McLaren, and of course he's already won 4 world championships, so he doesn't have the anger and the eager. He's not that eager to win another. Of course, he wants to win it, but Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri are still in contention for their first world title, whereas Max Verstappen is in contention for his 5th. So it's gonna be tough for the McLarens, of course, even from a strategic point of view, because the Yas Marina circuit is of course a circuit that wears out tires quite quickly, not as quickly as Qatar, but still quickly. So I could expect a 2-stop strategy, but I wouldn't be surprised, of course, if McLaren gambled on a 1-stop strategy, because of course they have the upper hand on tire management. And McLaren have to hope that, well, Ferrari, I'm not even gonna hope, but that Mercedes stay away from that business, because in the moment that Max Verstappen should be ahead, finds himself in some way ahead of the McLarens, and the Mercedes are in between, they're absolutely, they're not in a good situation there, because Mercedes have nothing to lose. Of course, they don't want to decide the world championship, but of course, passing a car is always a risk more that you don't want to take. And so they have the qualifying will be absolutely crucial in this Grand Prix, as of course many of the last pole sitters have gone on to win the Grand Prix. We all remember what happened in Abu Dhabi 2021, and I wouldn't be surprised, if there were any more, of course, plot twists, because the F1 god, God is used to that. And I don't know what to say. I don't know what to expect. And yeah, I'm just hoping for a good race, not for a boring one, with the strategic calls and team orders and all that stuff. But it's going to be interesting, and I want to leave you with a suggestion, not a suggestion, but kind of scenario that I've been thinking in my head recently. Not one, two scenarios. What if Max Verstappen was leading the race? This is the first scenario, and Lando Norris was in fourth. So remember, all of what Lando Norris needs to do is clinch P3 to win the World Championship. But what if Max Verstappen was P1 and Lando Norris was P4 and Oscar Piastri was P3? What do you think? What do you think could happen? Do you think McLaren are going to put in the papaya rules? Or, I don't know, let me know down in comments. And the second scenario is, what if lap 53 out of 58, Max Verstappen is leading with a 10-second advantage over Oscar Piastri, and Lando Norris is in P4, and a red car from this team right here with the number 44 shunts his car into a wall, causing a safety car that doesn't allow Max Verstappen to pit, allowing Lando Norris to pit instead, and gifting him the win of the World Championship. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments, guys. I'll see you after the Grand Prix. Bye.